Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kielstra, and I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. We are going to be hauling liquid manure this morning. So you guys know we just finished our first cut of alfalfa silage, got that covered in the pile, done and done. So since that alfalfa came off the field, we finally got a few more acres that we can spread liquid manure on, and that's what we're doing right now, taking advantage of that opportunity, just because our lagoon is filling up pretty quick already. And you might be asking, Jan, you literally just emptied this thing down. Why is it filling up again? Why do you need to pump? You should only need to pump this fall again, 2 times a year max. That would be in the perfect world if we could empty this thing down all the way without a lagoon crawler, but we don't own one of those. We don't see the point in getting one out every spring and fall. It's just way more expensive. So we get the crawler out here once a year. He empties it all the way down. That gives us, 7-8 months of storage. But when we just pump by ourselves without an extra custom crew, without that lagoon crawler, we are only able to pump it down, about 50% maybe. And there was still quite a bit of room in the lagoon, but we were not sure we're gonna make it to this fall. So we have the opportunity now, pump it down a little bit. I'm not doing anything anyway. We're not chopping, we're not in the fields any other way. So I figured, why not start hauling liquid manure and get a few loads out there while the alfalfa is short. So you are able to spread manure on alfalfa fields that have just been chopped or cut for hay, but we'll talk more about that when we get out to the field. As soon as we finish that alfalfa silage, we dropped the chopper off of the back of the MX285, tossed the duals back on there, and picked up the liquid manure tanker. And this is our sprayer tractor, but we dropped that off as well and picked up the liquid manure pump. Yesterday I got about 20 loads out, so we're gonna try to do the same today. And we're just letting the equipment warm up right now, and we'll get going. Ready to start pumping, so we're just gonna turn the PTO on. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. Now I just need to come over to our control block. And then it switched from spraying into the pit to spraying into the tank. One thing that really surprised me when I started pumping, I noticed there was a pretty thick crust, a little bit thicker than usual. So we're really gonna have to work with that spout, adjust it every time we load a load. Make sure we hit every corner of this pit as much as we can anyway, to try and break it up and get it into the tank out to the field. Anyway, this is our first load for the morning. Let's head out to the field. So we just unloaded this first load onto the field, and this is what it looks like. I guess we dropped this specific field exactly a week ago today, and you can see it's still not growing back. It's definitely getting a start though. We could see some new growth coming up on the alfalfa plants, but it still shouldn't hurt things too much if we drive over it right now with the liquid manure tanker. And like I said, we're putting it on super light, so where I would usually maybe put half an inch of liquid over the entire field, right now I'll put 1/8 of an inch, or just a couple mils down. Drive fast, keep it thin, don't hold back the crop at all, but still get rid of the manure. And if we're lucky enough to get a little bit more rain yet this summer, that'll take some of the nutrients from this manure into the soil with it, and then it'll benefit the alfalfa yet as well. I don't really think that this is going to have much of an impact on the moisture of the field. Realistically, this is the equivalent of like 2 millimeters of rain. So it's not realistic to water your fields or put any moisture down. It looks good right now, but even already with the next pass, we're gonna come back with another load. It'll be almost completely dried out. It just doesn't add up to that much moisture. But anyway, we'll keep hauling, head back to the yard, grab another load. Just hauling away here. It's about 2 in the afternoon. Milk truck just came, and I think the milk truck lost 2 tires off his trailer while he was pulling up onto the road. So random. Seriously, right there. It looks like his axle just snapped right off. Huh. That must have broken off somewhere. We're gonna have to give dispatch a call there and let them know that one of their trucks lost some tires. That is so funny. I've never seen that before. You can see it rolled from that drive in there slowly into the trees. And I don't think it's too big of a deal, really. Obviously, if the truck was fully loaded to the nuts, it might be trouble for the weight, but everything has more than one axle. So the back trailer has 2 axles in the back, the center has 3, the truck obviously has 2, and then the front axle yet, so they're not dead in the water yet. And I can get why he didn't see it coming off, because he was pulling onto the road, he's looking both ways, obviously. He's not looking in his mirrors, and that's not something that you expect to fall off while you're driving a milk truck. Dad called somebody from the milk plants and let them know that those wheels were in our yard, and they knew of the missing duals, so they're gonna send somebody out to pick those up. We were looking at those tires, we were like, hey, you know, those are the same tires that fit on our silage trucks. Could just kept our mouths shut, you know, but no, you can't do that. You gotta be honest, call them, let them know, and 'cause if I had to guess, it's probably 1,500 bucks, maybe $2,000 worth of wheels and tires there, so that's not nothing. So we're approaching the end of day now. Dad wants that versatile on the sprayer before 7 o'clock, so he's gonna do some spraying tomorrow. Peas are ready. Crops are moving fast, they're maturing quickly because we're just having hot, sunny weather out here. The dry doesn't help, and with that heat, you know, crops just mature so much quicker, and peas are ready to get sprayed. So he wants to spray them tomorrow morning. We gotta get the sprayer on there so that he can test around, play around with it a little bit tonight, and then tomorrow morning he's gonna go spray. So we're gonna haul a few more loads here, and then we're gonna take the pump out of the pit and hook that tractor back up to the sprayer again. We just took our last load to the field. Now we're gonna take the pump out of the pit, get it on the sprayer. Dad's gonna come with the wheel loader, help me out. But we got more than a foot out, it's maybe close to 18 inches in total. So we'll be able to pump again after barley silage, and then hopefully we don't have to pump again until the custom crew comes out and empties it all the way down. We're hoping that we're able to do that a little closer to the end of fall this year. We usually do that end of summer, but then our pit's too full and we can't make it to spring. So hopefully gonna get the custom guy out a little bit later this year, but we'll see how that goes. Just lifting up the hose and fill spout, try and not make any mess here with the liquid manure. So we got the sprayer hooked up, we fueled it up for Dad, and we even put a little bit of engine oil in the engine. It's getting a little bit low there. So got that all topped up, should be ready for him to go spray some crops. Hopefully I hooked all the electronical stuff back together. All these monitors here, there's a lot of plugins, a lot of wires, you gotta plug them in, some are the same. So hopefully I didn't mix any of those up, because I will get a phone call pretty quickly, I think. Well, is it gonna rain?
I hope so. Sure looks like it, eh? No. We need some.
Yeah, we need some rain. Would be nice.
It's gonna skip over us again.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's moving this way, the clouds.
Maybe we'll get a little bit. We'll see. We're out at one of our barley fields here. We'll take a quick look. Dry, dry, dry. So you can see the heads start to come out on our barley. Couple of awns coming out. It's too bad this stuff is, well, it's knee high, pretty much the same as the last time we came and checked this out. We'll go to the tree line and check it out there. That's where the crops are always the best when it's dry, because there's a lot of moisture there from all the snow drifts in the winter time. So yeah, right on the tree row here. It's up to my waist almost. Here it is, so that's probably a meter tall, 3 feet here. Too bad the whole field isn't like this. Would be incredible. But yeah, as you guys can see, the rain's right there. It's all kind of going north of us. But maybe we'll get some luck. Get a little bit of rain. It all helps. It's pretty good now. The crops completely covered the dirt now already for a while. So any rain we do get that seeps into the ground, it's not just going to evaporate from the sun